y'all, this is Shadell from My Thrifted Closet. Welcome back to my channel. As you can see from the title, this is a video about the reasons why I hate the natural hair community, things that make me sick about the natural hair community. I really battled with myself whether or not I would put this video into the world, because once it's out there, you can't really take it back. But I decided to go ahead and put this video out there. Maybe people will vibe with me on this. Maybe people will hate me because I put this out there. But I have to live my truth. I have to put things out in the world that I feel passionately about, and this is it. So I hate the natural hair community, or the natural hair community makes me sick for a number of reasons. And I have been natural for almost 5 years. I've been on social media for years. I've been to plenty of events, not as much as I would have had I lived in a larger city, but I've been to enough events to really understand what I think is the essence of the natural hair community. I did a previous video on texture discrimination in the natural hair community. I talked about through this avenue of the wash and go, how people say 4C women should not wash and go. That video got a lot of love, but it also got a lot of people that didn't agree with me, that there is texture discrimination. People got caught up on wash and go, tangle your hair, and all this crap. People didn't understand the point of that video, and it was to talk about texture discrimination. If you want to see that video, you can definitely click right here for that video. So that's one of the reasons, texture discrimination. I scroll down my timeline. I live on Instagram. I live on social media. And all I see every day, all day, usually are light-skinned women with curly hair. Very loosey-goosey, silky curls. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with beautiful women with curly hair, with real S-curls, with loose waves. There is nothing wrong with that. That hair is beautiful. The point is, that's the hair that we celebrate. That's the hair that when women go natural, that's what they want their hair to look like. It's this idea that there's only one type of natural hair. And that natural hair is something that is Eurocentric, that is closer to whiteness. Anything in proximity to whiteness is seen as more beautiful. And even in this day community that's supposed to uplift and elevate men and women, we still perpetuate this idea that lighter skin, looser hair is more beautiful. All down my social media timelines, all down my news feeds, regardless of who I follow. You got all these natural hair pages. I'm not going to out any of them in this video in particular, but y'all got all these natural hair pages, and you're still only promoting women with light skin, long hair, and loose waves and loose curls. Why is that? When there is such a spectrum of natural hair, from the loosest of natural hair to the kinkiest or tightest of natural hair. And we are all beautiful in our own way. Yet, we only see one type of women, and that really gets on my nerves. Texture discrimination is real, and if you do not think that, you need to wake up.
If you do not believe that texture discrimination is real, you need to wake up.
And all of us hide under this guise of it's a matter of preference. If you only prefer something that looks more white, that is not a preference alone. That is based on a lot of prejudices, a lot of stereotypes, and a lot of biases. That's what it's about. It's my preference. Heck no. Because you should ask yourself, where do preferences come from? Where do preferences come from? And I'm tired of it. I'm tired of seeing only one type of beautiful on my timeline. There are so many beautiful women with kinky hair that I don't see. And if you do have kinky hair, it gotta be long, or it gotta be this cute little afro tapered look. Why can't you just have kinky hair for the sake of having kinky hair and it be beautiful? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? Number 2, colorism. I kind of hinted at that a bit with texture discrimination. Why is it that we only see a type of brown? Why are we only seeing people with lighter brown skin? What happens to the women with darker skin, with the real rich ebonies and mahoganies and all cocos and all those colors? Why aren't we seeing women like that? Why do I have to go on particular pages to see women like that? Why in this mainstream natural hair movement on these natural hair pages, in the natural hair realm in itself, why is it only a type of woman? Even the most popular bloggers and vloggers, a lot of them are lighter skins, a lighter brown. And if you are darker skin, you are indeed the exception because we cater to people with lighter skin. And that has a lot to do with the indoctrination that people of color across the African diaspora have, that we prefer lighter skin, again because of its proximity to whiteness. But why am I only seeing lighter skinned women? Like, I'm a shade of brown, and I see women like me and lighter, but once you get a little bit past my complexion, a little deeper, a little darker, I don't see women like that across my timeline. And again, if I do see them, they have to have longer hair, these huge fros. You have to have something special about you to make you legitimate enough to be a part of this experience, to be shown as part of this experience, to be someone that one can idolize and love and appreciate. Why is that? Colorism is indeed a problem in the natural hair community. It's a problem across the Black community in general. The natural hair community is just a part of that. And it's just sickening. It's just entirely sickening. And I'm tired of that. I'm tired of seeing just lighter skinned women being celebrated. It's in our media. It's in our social media, and it is indeed a part of the natural hair community. And people pretend it's not a thing, it's a matter of preferences, but I call BS on that. I ask us, I implore us to name that, and it's a lot of indoctrination at play right there. And I don't roll with it. I also don't like the natural hair community, or I hate the natural hair community, because we also have this emphasis on having big hair. And what that does is women with fine hair, women that don't have a thick density, women that have a medium or low density, those women are not celebrated. Healthy hair doesn't mean big hair. Just like big hair doesn't mean healthy hair doesn't mean big hair. So there's a lot of women that have very fine hair. A lot of them I follow, and they're not celebrated. I don't see them reposted because they don't have this huge afro. They don't have these big, luscious curls. But their hair is still as beautiful. And just as an extension of that, women with locks. Women with locks, a lot of the times, are also ostracized from the natural hair community. Locks is as natural as it gets. If we did not co-wash, or if we did not finger detangle, if we did not comb or brush, guess what? We would all lock. Every single person, black, white, in between, Asian, native, Latino, we would all lock. That is our roots. We would all lock. Yet I don't see locked women across my timeline. I only see locks if I go on lock pages. Why? Isn't locks as natural as loose natural hair? So fine women with fine hair, locks, all these people are just eliminated from the natural hair community. We sell a type of natural, long, big, but there's also short, not big, all of this stuff. We have such a spectrum, and we literally focus on one small bit of that spectrum. And that's just discouraging for women that are going natural, people outside of the natural hair community. We sell a type of natural. And why is that? Because there's so much beauty in natural hair, and natural hair having a lot of it, having none of it. It's all beautiful, but we celebrate such a limited portion of that. Another part of the natural hair community that I can't stand is the ageism in the natural hair community. And what ageism is, it's just discrimination on someone based on their age. I don't see women over 40 very much in the natural hair community. I guess when you turn 40, you don't have dope hair anymore. I follow a lot of women that are at least in their late 30s or early 40s. Ty Crable, Beautiful Soul, Evolution of Beauty, Diva Deb. Like, I follow all these women over 40 or 40 plus that have bomb hair. Like, beautiful hair for the sake of just having beautiful hair. And I don't see them on these pages. Women who are gray and silver and purple. But I don't see these women. Yet I see the silver trend as something that is perpetuated, something that's celebrated. But real silver, real gray, I don't see that. Because once you turn 40, or once your hair grays, or once you don't look as you did when you were younger, you're no longer beautiful. Therefore, your hair is no longer beautiful. The only gray sister I see is my silver sister. I think that's her name. I love her. I think her name is Mildred. She has beautiful hair. But why is she the only gray woman I see? The only silver fox that I see? And even being older, being 40 plus, and that's not even old, that also doesn't mean that you gray. What happens to women who are 40 with dark, rich hair? Why don't I see them? Why am I only seeing the 20 somethings, the 30 somethings? Like, once you're like 45, 50, 55, 60, ain't nobody care about you. The natural hair community does not celebrate you. And what I mean by the natural hair community, just to people can get this straight, is a natural hair community that exists online, specifically celebrated on natural hair pages, specifically natural hair bloggers that have a following, who are pushed out there by companies. That's what I'm referring to. Obviously, we're all a part of the natural hair community. Technically, ageism is a really big deal, and I hate it. I hate that we do it to ourselves. I hate that discrimination within this community, this celebratory, liberating community. It's all BS. It's all BS. I hate it. And the fifth reason, and this is something that I recently realized within the last few months. And when I came to this realization, it really made me look inward and outward, at myself, at the world. And the natural hair community erases big women, fat women, larger women, curvier women, largely curvier women, chubby women, whatever you want to call big women, whatever you want to call us. We're erasing the natural hair community. Can you think of any plus size natural hair bloggers that are popular? Can you think of any? Can you think of any larger women with a platform that's larger? Can you think of any women that you see reposted on natural hair pages very much or very often? There's no big women. There's no big women. Honestly, when natural hair pages repost me, I'm surprised. And I think my hair is hella dope, and I'm not reposted. It's not a matter of being posted or not, because at the end of the day, I'm not doing this for popularity. But it's really interesting that someone will post a picture similar to mine. Mine won't get reposted, but yet the other girl, the smaller woman, gets reposted. And it's not even about me. It's not even about me being reposted. I don't see any big women getting reposted. I can't think of any. And if I do see bigger women getting reposted, they're a size 12 or a size 14. I mean, hello, the average woman in America is a size 12. What happens to women that are 18s and 20s? Oh, God forbid a 22. Like, what happens to those women? Why are plus women relegated to the plus size community? I'm a plus size blogger. I create things about plus size fashion. I create content about plus women. I am a blogger who got nappy hair and happens to be big. I am not a plus size blogger. I'm not a natural hair blogger. I'm a content creator that creates content about things that I know about things that I enjoy, and I put it into the world. Do not box me in to only getting a play within the plus size community. I am not just plus. There's more to me and other bigger women than our bodies. Because if I lost 100 pounds and I was now a straight size blogger, then what would you do with me? You know what I mean? Like, it's not about this body. It's not about this shell. It's about what I can put into the world. And there's a whole lot more to me than plus size fashion. Like, and what happens to the women that are plus size who got bomb hair but are not into fashion? Like, you just are really just boxing people in. And I don't see big women. I don't see big women like me in this community, in this family, in this tribe. Screw the tribe. There's no tribe. It's fake. It's an illusion. It's an illusion created through capitalism to get money from all of us. This natural hair community is fake. It's fake. And I've met a lot of women through my blogging about hair and all of that. But I don't consider myself to be a part of this natural hair community. This natural hair community that has been created by the masses, by capitalism, that's not what I want to be a part of. I want to be a part of the natural hair community with women that have natural hair, and we support each other no matter what we look like. Whether we got a TWA, whether we have alopecia, some type of scalp disease, whether we got a big old obnoxious froze, whether we got locks, whether we are light skin, dark skin, brown skin, no skin. Like, I just want to be a part of that community. Where in the hell can I find that community? Because this community, I am sick and tired of it. I am so sick and tired of this community. I'm over it. I'm over it. This community I'm not a part of. I want to create my own community. And I did, and I'm proud of it. People tell you to create something that you wish existed, and that's why I created my page, Big Girl Bomb Hair. I will leave the link below to that page. Just to celebrate darker skinned women, all women, bigger women with bomb hair. And that's the point of my page. And I'm happy that I created it. I'm happy with myself that I just didn't complain about something, but I put something into the world. You just can't complain about stuff. You gotta put good stuff into the world as well. So yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about. Those are the reasons I can't stand the dang natural hair community. Texture discrimination, colorism, discrimination on density, so fine hair naturals, lock women, all that, just out of it. Ageism, and then the erasure of the fat body. It's okay to be fat. It's okay to say fat, but it's not okay that I don't see fat women on my timeline. It's not okay. I want to see women that look like me as much as I see women that don't look like me. A lot of people don't look like me, but there's a whole lot of people that do, and I want to see them too. And I'm just tired of it. So let me know if there's anything that you don't like about the natural hair community, if you have some pet peeves about the natural hair community, if you share some of my dislikes about the natural hair community. I would definitely like to know that down below in the comment section. And even if you don't agree with me, if you think I am full of crap, if you think I should go to just leave that down below too. I love to hear from anyone and everyone. Thank you guys for watching. I know this video was a tad bit long, but I hope it touched someone. I hope it resonated with someone. And even if it didn't resonate with you, I want to know why. So let's talk down below as always. I love you guys so much. Thank you. Bye.
Come over a little closer. I wanna tell you something.